In today's video, I want to talk about public speaking. The ability to speak in front of a group of people. Now, did you happen to know research shows that people would rather die than to speak or give a presentation in public? Why is that? For many different reasons. Some people fear public speaking because they don't necessarily have the right skills. They're afraid of being judged. They don't believe they have the right vernacular. Or they are just afraid of doing it because they don't think they have the right information. But in today's video, I want to give you what I like to call the A's of public speaking. And I think I'm going to spend some time on this because what is the value of public speaking? The benefit. Public speaking, whether in your mother tongue or in English, it is used in personal settings. It's used in professional settings, particularly in the world of business. To be a good public speaker is the ability to influence, to inspire, to persuade. Whether it is a particular topic that you have or you're working on a particular proposal. And though for some of you, public speaking might be something, again, that you're afraid of, hopefully if you watch this video in its entirety, you'll move from a place of fear to a place of confidence. Now, before we get started, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Teacher Will. Click on that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so that when I drop a video, you are made aware of it. And let me say before we get started, I was one in the beginning that was not good at public speaking. I had fear. I didn't think that I knew what I was doing. Yet through practice and confidence and shadowing, hopefully I'm a little better than I was when I first started. So without further ado, let's talk about the 4 A's of public speaking. Number 1, attention. One of the things that you want to do in the beginning is that you want to grab the attention of your audience, and you can do that in many different ways. For example, you can tell a story, you can ask a question, you can read a poem, you can play music, you can have a visual effect. But attention, grab the attention from your audience from the beginning. The second is awareness. If at all possible, you want to gather as much information ahead of time about your audience before you give your presentation. And you can do that by possibly, if you're being sponsored, by asking the company or organization to do that. But you want to know your audience to figure out what particular areas that you might want to focus on or stress on. The third, authenticity. When you speak, you want to speak with honesty and sincerity. It's been my experience that people will know if you're not telling the truth, if you don't believe what you're really saying. So you really want to speak with honesty and sincerity because you're able to relate to people. You'll seem more credible. And the last, which I feel out of all of the 3 are most important, or all 3 are important, but I believe the last one is most important, and that is action. When you give a presentation, when you are public speaking, you want to inspire the audience to do something with the information that you're giving them. Let me say that again. Inspire your audience to do something with the information that you're giving them. When you public speak, you have to have the right mindset, believing that, hey, the information that is coming out of your mouth and the information that you are sharing, they need to hear that. Why? Because it's going to benefit them. So remember the 4 A's of public speaking: attention, awareness, authenticity, and action. And again, You might feel right now that you can't speak in public, that you might have fear, but I'm daring you to dare yourself to believe that anything is possible. Thank you very much for listening to this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section, if you agree with the 4 A's or even if there are additional A's that you want to do. And if you're interested in me being a coach or helping you with your public speaking, send me a DM message and I'll get in contact with you. Until then, keep learning and recognize and realize that you too can be a good public speaker.